as it is burning in Los Angeles. This is the view from Norway. This is a little view, and it's cold, very cold. It was like minus 15, 16 today in the morning when I had to go to work. It was so cold that I felt really it in my bones, in my legs, you can just feel it. Oh, that was the coldest moment I've ever felt, but it went fine. It really went fine. The moment was just cautious. Now guys, you see what happened in Los Angeles. People lost their homes because of the fire. There was no way that fire could have been stopped. There is no way that fire could have been really prevented. It's just a natural catastrophe and God has allowed it. And the houses are in flame. Either you believe in God or not, but God exists. God does not depend on you. God really exists. And people have been mocking God in that city, ungodly city, as they call it, the Sin City, and whatever they call it. California has been really the worst place, actually, in terms of influencing the world to go ungodly. And there are consequences, and that's not finished yet, because the worst is to follow. It's not the first city. There was many other cities like that before, which God did destroy. Jericho, you remember. Sodom and Gomorrah, you remember. Capernaum, you remember. So there is a lot of cities like that, which with time, they, because of their wealth, they have influenced the world to go actually ungodly. And that's not an exception. But I feel sad for the people who have lost their loved ones, children who have died in that, people who could not move, people who have lost their things, their pets or whatever. Anyway, hope that all can be fixed. But my point is actually the economical situation, because many people did not have their houses insured, because many insurance companies were actually refusing to insure houses there, because it's a fire area. Not only fire, you have also flooding, which California is really at the edge of the greatest earthquake, which will sink it. So you have many insurance companies really not willing to take that risk. But California in itself is actually good in terms of insurance companies, because it offers the insurance companies has more benefits than actually almost the entire United States. So they have like 50% benefits in there. So California is a great market in itself. It's a great state in terms of businesses. So many people have lost their homes and they were not insured. And people could just have homes without them being insured, which is unthinkable in the state, in the country that I'm living in, Norway. You can have a house without it being insured. And the worst thing about California was that the insurance was actually going and climbing from 450,000 from 4,500 to actually 16,000. Who can afford that type of insurance? 16 to $20,000. So you are thinking about really an insurance which people who are actually, we don't have a good salary or a good check paybook cannot afford. So this is the state of entrepreneurs who actually have established their businesses in technology and stuff like that, who are able to afford that type of insurance. So that is what has been happening. It is really a sad issue that people cannot really afford insurance, and insurance companies are imposing people to cut trees, to cut trees in their homes, because you cannot have trees like this close to your home because of the fire. So insurance companies were imposing people to cut trees and to trim the trees, and some people were not willing. And for that they cannot be insured, so they were not insured, and things have been very, very tough. And the fire has been really raging, and it has been really bad, catastrophic in terms of that. So what you do in terms of actually when your house, the insurance company cannot accept to insure the house, and they cannot actually cover your house, what do you do? I mean, it's a bit difficult in terms of what you can do. So and protection, if the fire takes as it takes on today, the only thing you can expect is actually divine intervention. But as for if insurance to protect your house, that is really remains to say. But now you have people who actually, even though they have lost their houses and their houses were insured, they are able to actually claim claim that from the insurance. But it remains also to see how much money does actually the insurance companies have, because we are talking about 10,000 homes, or a bit more than 10,000 homes have been lost. And not only that, we are talking about $15 billion, $50 billion, $50 billion of money that these insurance companies has actually to pay back. Guys, what do you think? You think, but California has money, but that is really outstretched. That is outstretching the actually insurance companies and really pushing them harder. So it will be hard. It will be really hard to see how it goes. And this is really, you have houses like $3.5 million or $7 million house which are gone in flame. What do you do? What do you do? I mean, that is really hard. It's really a hard one. So, but this is my view from Norway. Thank you for attending us and listening to us. And this is Fruitful Investment Strategies again. See you on the next one.